I'm Brandon Campbell. I am the Director of Small Business and Inclusion for the Little Rock Regional Chamber, and you're watching Our Story. I'm here today inside of the Legacy Room at the Little Rock Regional Chamber with Jeff Yates, who's the owner of ARK Commercial and also board member for the Commercial Real Estate Council of Metro Little Rock. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for having me. Glad to be here, Brandon.
Yes. So tell us about ARK Commercial and what led to you founding it, and also some of your roles with the council.
Well, ARK Commercial Investment Real Estate is a full-service commercial real estate firm providing leasing, brokerage, property management, consulting services to small businesses and individuals who own office buildings, shopping centers, or who are looking to occupy suites in office buildings and shopping centers. You know, most small businesses lease their locations, whether they're retail or their office, and we help companies like that do site selection and negotiate their leases so that they've got the best opportunity to be successful in their small business as they open or move to Metro Little Rock. And then the Commercial Real Estate Council, I'm really excited to be a part of, is an umbrella organization to bring in a lot of the different groups in Little Rock, Metro Little Rock, that are, the various different parts of the industry, from the multifamily folks to the office buildings, the brokers, bankers, and all the people that are contributing to the commercial real estate industry in Metro Little Rock.
Okay. Now, you recently was awarded with the Commercial Real Estate Council of Metro Little Rock the award for the largest retail lease in 2018. What went into receiving that award, and what's your feeling on being awarded something so prestigious by your peers?
Well, I mean, it was really nice to be included in the group of folks that got awards that night. It was a great program, and the award that I received as the largest retail lease came from my work doing site selection for Dick's Sporting Goods, and they opened last year in North Little Rock, so that turned out to be the largest single floor area lease for a retail property in that year. There were a lot of folks that did had a lot of transactions, leasing and sale transactions, and really proud to be part of that with the Commercial Real Estate Council.
Okay. And so tell us about the selling of the Sears property, the former Sears property out there in Midtown, and some of your roles that you played in that transaction, and also some of the redevelopment plans that's taking place with that area.
Sure. So the same owners had owned the property there that Sears was on. It's a total of 30 acres and 5 buildings that they had owned for almost 40 years. And that consisted of the doctor's building, Midtown Medical Park building that was built more recently. You know, there used to be a hospital there also. That got demolished as part of an initial redevelopment on the north side there. And then there was the Plaza building that Arkansas Specialty Orthopedics occupied, Sears, 2-story department store there, and then the Sears Tire and Battery. And the folks from New York that owned it had owned it long enough and were ready to sell. We were fortunate enough at ARK to get to help them sell that. We found a buyer out of Dallas that was interested in redeveloping the south side of that property. And since then, since they purchased it, they've raised all of the buildings on the south side, that Plaza building, the Sears department store building, and the Tire and Battery building, and are making ready for a very exciting project that they have conceptual drawings showing several restaurant buildings and some small shop buildings out all along the frontage there to the Mills Freeway, and includes a hotel property in kind of where the Plaza building used to sit, with some plans coming forward to make some additional investment in the medical buildings there also. And so we're excited to have the opportunity to help with the medical office buildings. They have a group, guys in Dallas have a group in Dallas that's doing all the marketing for those out parcels and shop buildings on the perimeter there on the Mills Freeway frontage. And you can go to the website at Shop Companies and find a conceptual rendering there to see what's coming.
Now that area in Midtown, I mean, it's really becoming Little Rock's own medical corridor, so to speak. What's your outlook on some of the revitalization of the Midtown area?
Well, I think it's really positive. You look, it's not an overnight success. There's been a long time coming there at the intersection of Markham and University, going back to the development of the Midtown shopping center there, where Cantina Laredo, Starbucks, and all of those nice shops and restaurants are. Replacing, St. Vincent's had some metal buildings that they had used for excess capacity parked up in there, and some homes and things. But it's been a really nice addition to that corner to complement Park Plaza that got a nice investment from CBL a few years ago, and the same developer that did Midtown did a redevelopment of the University Mall property by consolidating the ownership there of the land and the improvements. And so the resulting mixed-use property is very exciting. It's got retail, restaurant, residential, all in the same place. You've got a fitness center there, and they retained the parking deck from the mall and incorporated that into all of the redevelopment. It's a neat spot. And your point to the medical, CHI St. Vincent occupies that fourth corner and is the anchor there to that part of the medical corridor. And you go back to the east, you've got UAMS, and then from there, Children's Hospital, and going back down the Mills Freeway to the west, you've got Baptist, and then just a little bit further down, you've got the Heart Hospital. So Midtown sits literally right in the middle of all of that, and it provides great access along the freeway to all of those medical campuses for people who want to come and go from the properties there in Midtown.
Now, speaking of properties, what are some properties that are available in that Midtown area, and how can small businesses get involved with, say, investing, becoming a leaser, but what are some of those opportunities for those small businesses?
Well, some of those opportunities are the doctor's building in Midtown Medical we talked about, being part of the adjacent to the redevelopment of the Sears property, and ARK Commercials doing the leasing for those buildings. You can contact us. We've got a great opportunity for especially smaller medical practices who may want to be independent or get started. Their doctor's building, it is a landmark building. Very few people from all over the state know where that building is. Very few times do you have to really give very detailed directions to find a doctor's building. They can see it from the freeway. We have an opportunity at Plaza West for professional office space. Plaza West is a 12-story Class A office building that sits between Catholic High School for Boys and Park Plaza Mall, and we've got space that comes available there from time to time, and people that move there tend to stay there. The owner and manager there take really good care of the folks. And you've seen a lot of redevelopment of the properties up and down Markham Street and up and down University there in Midtown. Even in onesies and twosies, there's a new investment of another medical office building right across the street, right across Markham Street from the entrance there to St. Vincent's.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen that happening all the way down to Stiff Station, with people repurposing buildings or reinvesting in buildings. We sold a building to Alloplastic Reconstructive Group there at Pine and Markham Street a couple of years ago, and they took a building that had been very recently before that a dog grooming salon, and turned it into a place where they go in and help people with their facial reconstruction.
Wow.
And you can just look up and down that whole area of Midtown and see these instances, but there are still opportunities available. As you drive down Markham Street, you can see some buildings and thinking, which one of these is next? Because by looking at them that they're ready for some reinvestment. So I would say that anybody who's looking to be in Midtown whether they're going to lease or purchase,
Yeah.
there are opportunities still there. It's not too late.
Well, Jeff, thank you for being here, being on our story, all the work that you do with ARK Commercial, and also with Commercial Real Estate Council of Metro Little Rock. So thank you again,
Thank you for having me.
and thank you all out there for watching our story.